The main purpose is we are seeing our history dying, and yet we can rewrite our history like what the developed countries have done through sculptures and morals. These are the issues which we want to discuss. As a country, why are we not having the sculptures for Josiah Tongogara? Why are you not having the sculptures of our foreign heroes, of our chief Rekai Tangwena? We have got their pictures. Why are we not having their sculptures like what the Europeans have done? We can rewrite our history through that. If our children and the old and all the age groups see an imposing structure, they get so attracted to want to know what is happening. If you go to America, you can see the statues of the JFKs. That's history. If you go to South Africa, next door here, one of the places which is visited, which is highly visited, it is the Nelson Mandela Square, and you find people taking photos. So we need to write our history, and through that, you are guaranteed that Nelson Mandela's legacy is not going to die. But if you look at the next 10 years, if you ask our children who Josiah Tongogara was, they won't be able to. Why can't you have his statue? His pictures are there. We have got one of also greatest commanders in Commander Machana Kumano. Why are we not having his statue put there so that we rewrite our history? And it is the responsibility of the Ministry of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage. So these are the issues which we are discussing. That these things, they are long overdue. We can have a program where we can start by having 10 statues in the 10 provinces, in our 10 provinces. Starting from next year, we need to have a program whereby we are committed. We know these heroes of the First Chimurenga, Second Chimurenga, and the current and the living heroes, where we can say, no, let's have their statues. Let's have them let's have their morals. We need to have those things around our country. We are rewriting our history, and our history will not die. Our people have become pictorial if they see things, because if we expect them to read history, we are losing it because of the big data. There's a lot of information which is coming to our phones. At times, if you want to phone someone, you get to your phone, you get something very interesting, and you forget about the person you want to call. And this is the situation which we are in, and we cannot run away from it. But the only way we can preserve our history is let's have the statues of our heroes from First Chimurenga as a program of rewriting our history. And this has already been done. We are not reinventing the wheel. If you go to Europe, every other space you are seeing a statue. It was a way of rewriting their history, right? So if these kids get very excited, they can then go now to go and research even on their phones to say, no, we heard about this. We heard about this great person who once lived amongst ourselves. We heard about this great hero, and let's go and find out more about that particular person. So these are the issues which we are discussing, because we need to implement them. We cannot be talkers, because our president is very clear. He's pushing the agenda of implementing issues, of implementing the programs, not just talking about them and put them on the shelves. So this is the purpose of the joint committee meeting which we are having today with the ministry